but it's probably the most important one because we're coming to the end of this project. But we are actually ending on a high. So first of all, give yourselves a huge round of applause.
This will be my first ALS, and unfortunately it's also the last. So I'm really looking forward to learning. There'll be more people from USAID tomorrow to join us, and I think they'll also find it very interesting. I'm looking forward to the conversations and the outputs that we will get from here. So I'm just a learner too. Thank you very much.
I just bring greetings from my foundation, the Faith Foundation, and just to say that ALS is a forum that we look forward to, as PIN. It's a forum that we come and get accountability. Accountability from you all about how you are doing with the resources that we have committed to you.
It's an opportunity for you to be on the project actually, because if you come on this project, you don't leave the way you come. Both in time of institutional capacity, both in time of technical capacity, both in time of understanding of new method of service delivery. And so it has helped us to distinct ourselves as a frontline NGO back in Ondo State. It has created opportunity for us to influence policy. It has created opportunity for us to give voice, as a cluster, to give voice to advocacy, our issue. And we have used various approaches to promote our advocacy issues.
So we are going to place how well it worked. We place each dot. If it worked very well, excellently well, like high there, number 10. So as we are sitting now, we place it 1, 1, 1. Just each dot behind the number of where you think it worked well for you.
Well, a significant number of people are below 5. Or are they new in the cluster, and therefore, and if they're new, what has the cluster been doing to try to bring them up to speed? And particularly we want to hear some inspiration. There are people, somebody even here is 11 over 10.
Which SACE intervention do you think is most effective in improving our strategy and tactics?
Actually the StarNet is a platform that connected a lot of organizations together with similar objectives, so we had the opportunity of having access to a lot of relevant informations.
Most of the thing we learn here, we use it on other projects outside the SACE projects, because we see learning as something that we should continuously apply.
The policy tracker is a very useful template, let me use that word, because it gives you a snapshot on the various policies you are working on.
My organization was the organization that championed the Not Too Young to Run in Edo. So this was what we were using to track policies to ensure that the bill was passed at the state level.
It has been so fascinating that one of the beauties of working as a cluster that I know is shared values. If we can share the responsibility, why should we not share the values?
Cluster feedback was really helpful, because sometimes you think you are communicating, you find out that you're not communicating well, because it has these questions like, how well do the anchor communicate to you, or the cluster member to cluster member communication, and then cluster to anchor communication.
Yes, actually the cluster coaching, I think, was the turning point for me, because prior to SACE, we have a similar cluster situation in Kaduna, but then at that particular point in time, we are not very particular about the budgeting aspect. But on joining SACE now, especially when we started the cluster coaching, that is when we know distinctly what we should look at under budgeting and what we should look at under the service delivery.
All the data that you put up there is all being processed. If you've been watching, we have some people who are avidly going around and gathering all that data together, and at the end of the day, it will all be shared back with all of you for you to use.
Working with SACE has really been impactful. Incidentally, SACE is strengthening advocacy and civic engagement. So that strengthening part has really resonated with our organization. Our capacity was built with trainings, knowledge sharing, and all of that. So for us, SACE has helped us to build the necessary capacity that we needed to be able to effect the change with regards to young people in Akwa Ibom State.